Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. If my wife hears me say that one more time, she's liable to kill me. Alright, guys. The time has finally come. We are getting ready to build the pond. I have accumulated most of the lumber. I still need to get a bit more. And I don't have the insulation, but I do have the liner. So we have 4x8 sheets of OSB. We have 2x4 by 8 foot. We have 2x4 by 14 foot. And we have 2x6 by 8 foot. These are the four things the pond will be built out of. Now let me find a pen and a piece of paper, and I will explain to you what the first step is. Oh man, this is going to be fun one-handed. Alright, so we got long end here, long end here. Trying to do this while looking through a camera. Leave a like. Alright, so what we want is 13, wow, this is really hard, 0.5 by 6 foot 3. Okay, and we're gonna have braces on either side that are 1.5 and 1.5. It'll be the same thing on this side. And the same thing on this side. So you'll end up with subtracting 3 inches from this one. So that would put you at 6 foot boards. Okay? And then you would subtract 3 inches from this one, and that would put you at 13 foot 3 inches. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So you're going to have 13.3 inches long. Now these boards are going to connect like this. So you need to take another 1.5 inches out for this one, and another 1.5 inches out for this one. That's going to put you at 5 foot 9 inches. So we need a 2x4 that is 5 foot by 9 inches for each side. And then we need a 2x4 that is 13.5 or 13 foot 3 inches to go across here. And then the 2x6s that we have over in the pile right here are going to go down the middle. So you'll have one in here. Ooh, too far. And then another one in here. And so these will be 2x6s in here. I know this is horrible and I'm not an artist. I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys get the point. This is going to be used as a staging area, and then I will move everything inside to screw it together, because this thing is going to be ridiculously heavy and weigh like 1,200 pounds by the time it's done. So I'm not wanting to carry any part of it that is put together. But the goal right now is cut all of these down to 13 foot 3, and cut all of these down to 5 foot 9, and cut all of these down to 5 foot 9. And that'll give us our baseboard completely done, and then I'll show you what to do with the plywood, and that'll also give us all of our stacks. And then we will need the outside bracing and the top bracing, which I do not have yet. This is literally just for the pond with no bracing, and this would not hold water. I will show you guys how to make it hold water. And by hold water, I mean support the weight and do it safely, not as in leaking, because leaking's not going to be a concern either. You guys will see that part when I get to the pond. So if I can figure out what I did with my phone holder, or figure out something to do to hold my phone, I will get to cutting these apart and hopefully we'll be able to lay out a square, even if it's just 2 of these on 2 of these so that we can get a visual idea of how big this fucking pond's going to be. So stick along. It's going to be a ride. It's going to be a long one. I've spent an astronomical amount of money on this so far. Let's see here. I'm at just $600 in just lumber, and I'm still not done. I still need to go get like another $150 worth. And then the insulation and the pond liner was $130, and then to paint and redo the room was like another $210. So this is getting expensive quickly. And all I ask in return is for you to hit that like button. Share with some friends if they might want to do something crazy like this. It doesn't have to be this astronomically large. I have a 5x7 by 19 and a half in the garage that is 300, or in the house that is 350 gallons. It is built the exact same way as this, and it only cost me $350. No matter what you do, you're gonna end up at about $1 a gallon. That's what I found out. Like, no matter, just to make it safe and even a little bit overkill, you're gonna end up at about $1,400 for 1,400 gallons, or $350 for 350 gallons, or whatever you decide to do. Somehow or another, it always ends up being $1 a gallon. With that being said, let me find somewhere to put y'all, and we will get to work. There's the 1.5 inches there, and 1.5 inches there. So with this being 5'9", you're now at 6 foot. The 1.5 inch brace over here, and a 1.5 inch brace over here, they put you at 6'3" wide. Now with this board, because it's flush out here, it's 13 feet 3 inches long, and with this out here, 1.5 inch brace, a 1.5 inch brace, gets you to 13 feet 6 inches. So it's 13.5 by 6.5. I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me make up all this woodwork. So I'm going to show you how the 2x6s are going to go in, and where the plywood's going to go. And then I'm just going to bust all this out. So just give me a second, and we will cut up a 2x6. And I will show you where that goes. So you take your 2x6s and cut them down to the same as your 2x4 end boards. And then you play with equally distributing them across. You got one on each edge out there, and then 4 in the middle. And the point of these is for rigidity, to keep it from bowing. So this is going to be screwed in this way, and screwed in all the way along this way. Screwed in there, 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 all the way down there. Repeated. Once that is done, I'm going to flip it over. And what it'll leave you with is these 3 edges flush, and good to go. And they'll be flat. Opposite. And you take your plywood and you put it on top of that flat surface and you screw it down. So you got to support it this way, and you got to support it this way, and you got to support it this way, and you got to support it that way, and you got to support it this way. Overkill it. This is a lot of water and a lot of weight. We're talking 8.3 thousand pounds for 1,000 gallons. And this is going to be over 1,000 gallons and has the ability to be 1,400 gallons if I wanted to run it brim full, which I will not be doing. But this is the idea. So now we need to cut these all to 13'3", and we need to cut these all to 5'9", and that'll give you a whole bunch of outside pieces like this square on the outside. Once you got this bottom piece done, you just start making squares and stack and stack and stack and stack and stack. That is where you get your height. And then we're going to take more 2x6s and run them up the height of it on the sides, matching where the braces are. And there'll be one in the middle and one on each side. So you have 3 on this side and then 6 running down each side. And then we're going to go 45-degree angle across it with 2x4s. And we'll go up and down and up and down and up, I guess, or something like that. We'll figure that out. But it's going to be super ridiculously braced in every single direction possible. This is the progress for today. I will catch up with you guys for part 2 of this when I get the room cleaned out. Evan was in there this weekend, and I got to get the couch back out of there and the TV and entertainment system that I moved in there so that him and the kids had something to do. And that's it. The room is perfectly clean and ready to go. They left it better than they found it, which is super ridiculously appreciated, and I cannot tell you how much I respect him for doing that. He told the kids to pick up the trash this morning, and I was like, I'm not worried about it. He said, I am, and we're going to make it happen. And it's clean. It's good to go. This needs to be moved inside in pieces because we're not moving it like this. I considered screwing it together and then moving it, but this is a lot bigger than I really care to be moving. So we'll take it all back apart, move it inside, screw it all together, flip it over inside against the wall, and put the plywood on it, and we'll pick it up and stick it on center blocks or something, and we'll paint this bottom frame part. And then we'll start stacking. We're going to go 28 tall, which is 8 sets, I think. Don't quote me on that yet. We're going to go 28 tall, and then the top bracing will be laid flat, so it's only 1.5. So you're going to end up with 13.5 long, 6.5 wide, 29.5 inches tall. Whew, I got a lot of work ahead of me. I hope you guys have a great night, and God bless. We will talk to you soon. This thing is priority number 1 because my living room is full of fish right now, and I'd really like to have my house back. And this is the only way to do it. So get out there and wrench on something. Today it's not a car, it's woodwork. I told you it was coming. Last week it was drywall, now it's woodwork. Get out there and work on something. Have a good night and God bless. Love you guys. Bye.